Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
My name is Kiriko Mechanicus. I was born and raised in Amsterdam, here in the Netherlands, and I'm a documentary filmmaker. But alongside my documentary work, I do a lot of other things as well. I am a photographer. I'm a writer. I work a lot in culinary arts, so I do a lot of installation work and things like that. But my primary focus is documentaries, I would say. And yeah, I like to deal alongside my a lot of my food research. I deal a lot with questions about how we construct our own identities and ways in
Mhm.
which we present ourselves to the world. And I think the film that I'm going to be showing at South by Southwest is yeah, a part of that research that often comes back in the things that I make.
With this, How to Catch a Butterfly, what sparked that for you? What was something that sparked this idea for you?
I guess I got the idea when this incident happened 5 years ago. I read it in the news when the Atlanta spa shooting happened, and then it always stuck with me. Like, I mean, of course, we read about a lot of the shootings that happen in the U.S., but they always feel very, I would say, far away, and to an extent also it's something that is not part of our life because it's in essence also quite American. However, with this incident, it felt as if I recognized something of myself in those the victims in this shooting, but also strangely, I got very curious about the killer in question.
Mhm.
And I never was able to let go of this feeling. And then I always remembered it. And it also strangely, it happened like the day before my birthday. So it's always like connected to this like celebration. So yeah, it stuck with me. And then I think around 2 years ago, I thought, oh, maybe now is the moment that I need to delve deeper into it.
Okay. Like you, like you said, you wanted to know more about the perpetrator, the accused. Writing letters to him is a bold, like, narrative choice. What were you hoping to understand about him, and even about yourself?
I think my research first started with asking a lot of people who have yellow fever online um, how they felt about having yellow fever or how they felt about Asian women. But I don't know, somehow it didn't feel completely satisfactory because I got a lot of answers that I think I already knew from my life experience. But one thing that I was really curious about with Robert is that I strangely felt connected to him in the sense that I thought maybe he, in a similar way to how I experience life in these, those terms of yellow fever, that we didn't really have the free choice to become who we were. Like I felt like as an Asian woman, I had a lot of people had certain expectations from me, and I thought maybe people had expectations from him that led him to do what he did. Not to say that it was, not his choice or anything, but still I thought, oh, maybe we're caught up in a similar system in some weird and twisted way. And that's something that I wanted to discover.
Mhm. Um, like you said, this film begins with the act of violence. How did you navigate discussing, like, sexual desire without losing the or overshadowing the humanity of the victims?
Um, well, I think, I mean, that's a good question. I think my trying to understand Robert is always to a certain extent. I don't think, or I hope I'm not by any chance like trying to diminish the effect of what he has done, or like, how do you say that in English? Like justify the his extreme violence. But I think he's not the only one to blame within this case. Somehow it's an explosion of an aggression that I've experienced for a large part of my life. And it's therefore it feels as if it's a mutual or a communal responsibility that we have as people. So in that sense, I of course condemn what he did, but then I also really want to emphasize that I condemn what we all do and how we all, you know, put conversations about sexuality and sexual fetishes in a taboo corner of our lives that also, you know, cause this extreme violence.
Hmm. At what point did you realize that like the entry point for this story would be through your own kind of sexual identity?
I think it definitely didn't start that way. I initially interviewed a lot of Asian women, like friends and family, and I thought that the film was going to be through their lens. But then I realized that we all had extremely different experiences, especially like different generations. Like my mother's generation, for example, had like such a different idea about yellow fever. And then I thought, oh, I guess I'm the one who's like most conflicted about this thing. So I guess it probably should be my story.
Mhm.
Uh, and yeah, and I realized that also kind of using myself as bait in a weird way. It allowed me to unlock stories that would have otherwise maybe be hidden, or, you know, um, yeah, not part of the film. So I guess like putting myself out there and, you know, going on the internet and really presenting myself as a sort of like idealized, or, you know, almost like a persona of what I was trying to describe. It really helped me in getting all these stories out that yeah, were like hidden in dark corners of the internet.
Hmm. Um, like you said, you had to become this persona. What was something that surprised you the most in exploring that like corner of the internet? And
Oh my God, I guess a lot of things. I discovered while I was doing this, I really discovered like, oh, I guess I was really after one thing, which is like the most disgusting opinions that people have about yellow fever. And while I was there, so many men shared like really personal, honest, beautiful stories with me that really changed my idea about yellow fever as well. I guess I was really out there to demonize people, and I came out with a lot of empathy, I would say. So I guess that's yeah, it made me, I guess, more balanced and moderate and understanding. And I'm not saying that yellow fever is great and it cannot be helped or anything, but I have a better understanding of where it comes from. And also, you know, if some people just have a strong desire for a certain thing, and of course that's kind of odd, and but in a way, like I said before, they're not the only ones to be blamed for this thing. There's like a long history of ethnical fetishes that have led them to believe what they believe. So I also see a form of what is the right word? Uh, Innocence there. Yeah.
okay, when engaging in these like online communities or online spaces, what ethical boundaries did you set for yourself?
Oh, that's a great question. I didn't want to really engage in sex work. That was not, I was there for research purposes. So I thought that was going to be my boundary there, to really be there as an investigator and a researcher, which was also the first thing that I always said up front to all the men that I spoke with. It was really important for me that all the men would be anonymous so that they could speak freely about their desires. And I think those are the only ones. I think apart from that, I didn't really have other boundaries.
Do you see this film as I'm trying to think of a way to say it. Do you see this film as confrontation or confession?
Oh, that's a nice question. Confrontation or confession? I think more confession than confrontation, because I mean, Robert didn't answer me back, so there was not it was kind of one-sided in that way. So there was not really a confrontation happening. But I would say it's definitely a confession in the way that I try to discover yellow fever from the man's perspective. But in the end, it's really about what it did from my perspective, or how it changed me during my teenage years. And yeah, in that sense, I would say it's more of a personal confession about how yellow fever is also has become part of my life. Yeah.
Okay. What do you hope the audience sees or sits with after watching this, whether that's discomfort or clarity or reflection?
Well, one feeling that I I thought was really interesting to discover throughout the making of this film, sorry, is that it really made me realize how many aspects of my life are performative, especially in a romantic and erotic context. And of course, this is, amplified because of my Asianness, but I feel as if this idea of being the most attractive person is something that is quite ingrained in many of us, whether we are, uh, men or women or non-binary, and whichever ethnicity we have. I think society has so many expectations of how we should present ourselves to become attractive. And I would really like to invite audiences to reflect upon their own life and how they could position themselves within these questions of, yeah, erotic play or sexual attraction and aggression also.
With this, is this premiering at South by Southwest?
Yeah.
With it premiering there, why do you feel like South by Southwest is the right place for the premiere?
Well, I've never been to South by Southwest, so I wouldn't really know how it would fit within festival, but I feel like I'm really happy that I'm premiering in the US. And I think especially, I mean, Texas is not Georgia, of course, but still, I feel like there could be some similarities in specifically gun laws in Georgia, where this incident happened, and Texas, that also allow the premiere of this film to be presented within a similar context to what the subject relates to. Now, of course, Austin is like a completely different place than where this thing happened. But still, like it's closer to the fire than here in the Netherlands. And I mean, it is it is a very American problem. Like all the things that have led this young man to do what he did, many of them are very, are failures of the failures that America deals with right now. So yeah, I'm excited and interested in talking with people about how they see this phenomenon within this American culture and climate.
Hmm. My last question for you is, fetishization is a mirror. What do you hope people are brave enough to see in it?
Oh, um, I I hope that people are brave enough to tell others or their lovers or sexual partners what they see in the mirror. I think a lot for most people, their fetish is hidden and their desires are hidden. And I mean, for a lot of people, they live a life without those fetishes ever coming to fruition or ever finding a place in the world. And I think that a lot of problems could be solved if there's more conversation about what people secretly want to do in bed. So I hope that people can freely look in the mirror and share it with the world in some way, or at least share it privately, but still someplace in the world outside of one's mind and heart.
And that's all I have for you today. I thank you for sitting with me. I was about to say something. I just wanted to say it afterwards so I can make sure I cut it out.
Please.
What you said, like people, like the world would be a better place if people, like, went after their desires. I always joke about. I used to have this joke about secret gay people turn into Nazis. Or like people who don't like fulfill their desires turn into Nazis because that's the other outlet to get their energy out.
That is,
Or
I think
incels
that's
or
so true. Yeah. I think yeah, like more I think it's also like a very much a an alpha male problem, no? Like men thinking that they need to be men without like any form of like sensuality, that I don't know, is the source of radicalization. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
very true what you're saying. It's not even a joke, it's the truth.
it's true. That's why at all of the like Republican national conventions in the US, like Grinder just goes like completely shuts down because it's all those undercovers and down low men who are projecting onto everyone else.
Yeah.
So I think the world would be a lot better place if people were just honest with themselves. And
Oh my God, me too. Yeah.
well, are you going to be at South by Southwest?
Yes. Are you? I mean, I'm
Okay.
assuming you are, but
Yeah, I'm going to be there. So thankfully, yeah.
do you have any films that you really enjoyed and that you recommend? I went through the program, but I was kind of overwhelmed.
I haven't. It's a little different with South by Southwest. They don't really show you the films before.
Okay.
Sometimes at Sundance, like they'll send you the films before to see. But I'm gonna go see I Love Boosters for sure. The
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer film. There's a vampire TV show that's in the pilot series that's called Are We Still Married?
Okay.
And it's kind of about like this guy gets turned into a vampire and his wife won't let him back in the house.
Oh my
so,
God.
so it's pretty funny like that. And then there's a couple more projects that I'm excited to see that I can't remember the name of right now. But
Yeah, I'll just, I don't know, go through it, but also see whatever happens, whatever everyone is talking about when I'm there.
it's also like 4 different festivals in one. So you gotta kind of pick and choose what you're trying to see. If you're trying to go see someone perform, you're trying to go to a movie, trying to do some tech stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of It's
It's
kind of a
huge.
mess in that way.
Yeah, it's
And
so
there's a block party going on the entire time. So
really.
yeah, so there's a block party going on. There's music festival. There's film festival. So there's a ton of people. So just
Go.
it's kind of like a large party going on.
Cute. I'm excited.
Yeah, you just might just see a bunch of people just walking around and all day instead of like going to stuff. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do some of the press lines or attempt to, and then see where my day goes. To be honest, I might just do stuff at the beginning of the day up until like 6. Go throw my backpack at my brother lives out in Austin, so
Oh,
throw my
perfect.
backpack at his house, then go back
Oh,
and
neat.
see what we got on.
Like every year.
I don't go every year, but I've been a couple times, and
Okay.
we'll just see.
Nice.
I can't afford to go every year, but I try.
Yeah, I can imagine. But now, I mean, you're working for the festival now, so like you get some
Yeah,
this,
I
I
get
hope.
to go for free, thankfully, and
That's
like I get like a pass, the platinum pass, which is nice. But
yeah.
and I'm not necessarily I'm working with the festival,
But not
not
for
for them. That's which is better because I'm not like employed by them, so I don't have to like do anything necessarily they want me to do. I can do whatever I want to do, which is nice.
super nice.
Right.
One thing that I'm questioning now, so the dog was barking quite a lot. Was that
I didn't
disturbing?
hear it at all.
Oh, perfect.
I think I put like noise canceling on
Okay.
with it, so I think it just kind of canceled it out. I like heard it maybe once or twice, but it wasn't like interrupting
Okay.
your speech. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. Well, it was good to talk to you. I'll be in touch. I'll send a link over. It'll probably be posted either the week before or the week of, like during the festival, or I might, depending on how many I do, I might just do it start the week before.
Okay. And then are you also going to use the recorded footage, or is it going to be written text?
I'm going to use the recorded footage for like clips and like the interview, like on YouTube, but and Instagram, but it'll only be like 1 or 2 clips. So I'll follow you on Instagram and send you my Instagram. So make sure you're tagged and can collaborate on the posts and stuff like that.
Neat. Okay, cool.
All right. You have a good, or I don't know what time it is over there, but good rest of your day.
Thank you. Good luck with all the interviews that you're going to execute today.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to lock in, make sure everything's good today. So you have a good one.
Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kick it with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.